Welcome to today's podcast. Today we want to know if you are hiding from success.
Ooh. All right, welcome to Shift Happens, the podcast about navigating the lighter side of life's challenges.
I'm Robin McIntire, a certified life and transitions coach.
Oh, and I'm Monique Eckes, question asker.
Monique's asking questions for you.
Yeah, so that's right, I'm representing you. All right, are you, I've heard of fear of failure, right? But why would I hide from success? That doesn't seem to make sense.
Well, right, I thought the same thing. And I was at a seminar years ago, and they were talking about fear of success.
Huh.
And I thought, no, we all want to be successful.
What?
Well, long story short, I found out I did have fear of success.
Oh.
Yes. And it comes across in a lot of ways that hopefully, if you don't already know, you'll be surprised to find out. And you can look inside a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So fear of responsibility is really what fear of success comes down to.
Okay, so paint a picture for me.
Yes. Okay. So when we hit the mark, when we lose the weight, when we win the prize, when we make all the money and we hit our goal, then what happens? What's the first thing you think about?
How do I keep it up?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Think about that. That's a huge fear that we don't really think of as a fear, but subconsciously, if I lose the weight, which I've done however many times, what if I gain it back?
Oh. Yeah, because there's a lot in maintaining.
Right?
I think of my sick business, how many people I'm going to have to hire. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to do that.
Yes.
Oh.
Right? Making a lot of money, it could be, but then how do I maintain it? What if I lose it? It's all about losing. So it's kind of the other side.
Oh.
So it really actually does come back to fear of
failure?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So it's full circle.
I think it is. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So hiding from success eventually comes around to, oh gosh, how am I going to maintain that? And then what if that all goes away again?
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Or, what if it goes away, this thing I just built up or accomplished?
Yeah.
Which is the fear of failure.
It's fear of failure, fear of other people's opinions, right? A lot of times the first thing that comes to mind if we, hit the mark and then fall, it always comes rushing in, oh my gosh, what will they think?
Ooh, they. Oh my gosh.
OPO, well, it's FOPO really. Fear of other people's opinions. So other people's opinions, OPOs, we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
But FOPO, fear of other people's opinions, is that comes rushing in all kinds of ways. We just don't realize it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
And I think, we were talking before about what all comes with this success.
Yes.
If you look at some of the people that are successful, you're like, okay, well, they don't sleep.
Yeah. They don't sleep. They don't have time for self-care.
They don't see their family.
They feel guilty because they're not with their family. Yeah, we make up these, or some of them may be true, but we immediately have our own beliefs about what it takes to not just get to the success, but to hold on to it.
Yeah. So that word beliefs is big for you, right?
It's really big.
And that's our identity in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah, because we create, if we believe it, that's how we behave. We behave from the actions that are created from what we believe.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And then our results
go
right back to what we think about ourselves in the first place.
Yeah.
So this was really true for me when I was in multi-level marketing.
Okay.
And I wanted to be one of the big leaders.
Ooh.
I had a small team, so I was leading, learned a lot about leadership and personal development, but I would look at some of the leaders and I would just think, it was a split energy. I really want what I really want to do as well as they are. I really want the financial freedom, and I love to share, personal development, so be on stage, do all the things. But then I also thought, oh my gosh, what does that mean for my family? Yeah. And what does it mean for my sleep and my workouts and the things that I have my own routine? Where will that all fit? So we don't even know we're sabotaging sometimes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I think this is huge. I'd never thought of it this way.
Yeah,
right?
Fear of success. Yeah. I mean, me neither. Like I said, it was something that came to me, and it was like a 2x4 to my head.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am afraid of the responsibilities that go with it.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
another hard thing to look at sometimes.
Yeah. And we had this discussion the other day
Yep.
because you're my coach. And it was shocking to me, Robin's so good at this, that, part of it is maybe I don't want to be in the limelight. I don't want to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I'd rather shine that spotlight on someone else.
You are a good
right?
supporting person.
But some of that is, okay, the responsibility and the maintenance and all of that. But it was more like kind of my identity, I suppose. Like, no, I'm the helper. I'm the behind the scenes person.
Yes.
As a photographer, I'm behind all the equipment, right?
So
I'm
true.
over here. Like, I think I told you that I'm not just a fly on the wall. I'm the shadow of the fly on the wall.
And that was hard,
Ooh,
right?
yes.
That touched on a moment, and we got some good work out of that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that was a really good discovery that you made.
Yes.
Just by noticing that, and well, you even said you'd never thought of it that way until it came out of your mouth.
Yeah. Right? Like I'd had this picture of me as a younger person, super shy and all that kind of stuff, right? But never not just the fly on the wall, but the shadow of the fly on the wall.
Yeah, that's kind of little.
Dang. Yeah.
That was a huge, right?
I don't want to be seen at all.
Yeah.
So when I keep doing things that I'm trying to live bigger and get to these goals or get rid of habits I don't want, and I think about how my life is going to change, like, oof, can I do that?
Right. But the doubt is huge, and it's enough to just throw you off course, right? So because you're always creating and making bigger steps, but you also understand the frustration when you're thinking, I think I've worked hard enough to be further along.
Yeah.
I have done the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done the same thing.
Right?
And it can be, why am I afraid to shine? Or what, what do people think?
Right.
So
what do I think of what success is?
Yes. Yeah. Again, so very personal, right? Our definition of success, very different.
Exactly. Like that, I think that's something to look at too.
Yeah.
We don't have that in our
our plan
takeaways
today.
today.
Yeah.
But I think, what we're talking about is also, what is your version of success?
Yeah.
And if you can kind of talk about that, then maybe you don't hide from it as much.
Another self-awareness, absolutely.
Okay, self-awareness.
Yeah.
I need you, Robin.
I know, you've done that so well, really and truly, because you're always asking yourself these questions, right?
Yeah.
So everything we talk about is about trying to be more self-aware, more connected to ourselves, so we can see, understand, and choose.
Wow. Yeah,
Right?
that's kind of the long and short of it.
Yeah.
See, understand, choose.
Yeah, so if you see that, I didn't realize I was hiding from success, that makes a lot of sense why maybe I have gone a little slower than what I would have liked, but it makes sense. So that's where grace comes in.
Yeah.
We give ourselves grace. Everything we're doing is a stepping stone. But back to the definition of success, we were talking earlier, and it's like in different seasons in our life that might change.
True. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That might change in different seasons. So, I have grandbabies now, and even though I don't see myself retiring, maybe ever, I don't know, I love what I do, it's different than what it used to be, my definition of success. So the idea of balance, having a life-work balance, I'm not sure I believe in that concept all the way, because I think we have different seasons, not just in our life, but in the year, maybe, where we're doing a bigger push because we've got something going on, a campaign, a new offer, helping different people do different things.
Yeah.
You have a lot of variety in that. So it might mean, success might mean, the number of people that you touched this month instead of how many dollars you made. Or, it can come in however you want. But definition of success ties in so much with that.
Yeah. I want to share one more thing before our sponsor break.
Please.
Okay. So one of the things I'm working on is we didn't talk about this at a time.
Okay. It's better that way sometimes.
Is some weight loss.
Yes.
And so one of the questions Robin asks is what would that mean for your life? Right?
Yeah.
And I also have some grandbabies, and the first thing that popped in my head was, I want to be able to chase them around. They're very small and they're very fast.
Yes.
And I want to be the Grammy that keeps up.
Yes.
That's
a big why.
So that success piece for me.
Yes. I love that you're bringing that in here. Yes.
That maybe it's I am watching what I eat and moving more and watching the scale and all those kind of markers of the success along the way. But really it's going to be, oh my gosh, the next time I see the grands, I can run with them all day at the zoo.
See, that's real life. That's bringing a goal It is not about how you look. I'm not knocking that. We all try to look our best,
Sure,
be our best,
definitely.
right? But that is like truly from your heart, that you want that connection and you want to feel a certain way when you're around your grandbabies. We don't want regret.
Yeah.
That, I really meant to feel better when I was here and I just didn't do the work.
Yeah.
Right? So you're making it happen. So where were we?
We were going to stop for the sponsor break.
Okay.
I know. We can go on and on. That's why we have this podcast. I hope you're subscribed, just saying, because this is all the time. Anyways, before we give you some actionable items that you can look at for this Are You Hiding from Success topic,
Yes.
let's do our sponsor bit, Robin.
All right, sponsor bit.
It's Robin. She's the sponsor, okay?
I am the sponsor again.
I'm so excited about this sponsor bit.
This.
I am. Like, seriously, like if you have any inkling in here that you're like, I'm not so sure, this is perfect.
This really is a perfect offer. So I'm offering 20% off. You would have to let me know. You heard this on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I didn't preface that on the last podcast, but 20% off of a Spark session. And this is a small investment for a short, it's a 90-minute session with me. We would do it through Zoom. And then we meet up again 2 weeks later through Zoom, and 30 to 45 minutes for that second session. So it's really the first 90 minutes is about what is it that you're looking to change. So you're here, you want to go over here, and we're digging for what's in the way. And this could be something for you. You know, hiding from success might be something you're trying to figure out. Who knows? Ooh. Right? But anytime we work together, it's really, we're partnering in thought. We're just thinking partners, right? Thinking partners hit you up with some questions that maybe you've never answered or thought about before. And you really come up with your own answers. But what we're doing is looking for a way for you to get some clarity on what's missing or what you want to be different and go from there. And then the 2-week checkup later is, hey, how did what we set out for you, how is that going? What can we tweak and what can we do to set you on your way? And at that time, if you are getting value from it and you think, and I would like some more support, I'd like ongoing support, that's a whole another conversation later. So
Okay, so I didn't realize this was 2 sessions with you, really.
It is 2 sessions.
Okay, that's where the plus comes in, the Smart
Yes,
Plus.
yep, Smart
Gotcha.
Plus.
Okay,
Yep.
Wow. Okay,
It's a nice way to follow up.
that's perfect.
Yeah, because again, we're together for 90 minutes.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's trying to stir some stuff up for you, and then, hey, how did it land, and how did it? What else can we do?
Ooh.
So it's a nice way to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, that's in the show notes, and yeah, you have to be part of the podcast.
Yeah, just say you heard it.
Podcast fan club right here. Okay. Well, thanks for that. I think that's super valuable.
I hope it's so far. It's been a really nice little intro session for people that don't know me yet and don't want to dive into the long term yet.
Right. Yeah. Right. Because we talk about some making heavy things lighter.
Yes, heavy things.
So
lighter.
we get it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So back to this hiding from success. What kind of action step would you say we could do with this?
This is really what comes up is beliefs. So again, you know what? I should have said this at the very beginning of the podcast. If you are a regular listener or want to become one, have a journal handy.
Oh, that's true. Because we talk about that a lot.
Yeah, have a journal handy because what I had in mind here is for you to, and again, this is just self-awareness, things we don't make time to do on an everyday basis. But if you like this topic and you're kind of going, do I hide from success? Or even just a question of, am I where I want to be? If the answer is no, this is just a great stepping stone.
Okay.
Take your journal and just write down, what are my beliefs about what it takes to really be where I want to be or have what I want to have. So that's really all you're looking at is what is stopping me because it's something in there.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
I believed that my self-care would go out the window. I believed that I couldn't stay at that high level of go, go, go. So check your beliefs. And then what's fun about that is you get to choose whether those beliefs are serving you and whether you want to look at some other belief instead.
Ooh.
So make your list of your beliefs.
Okay.
And then the idea is to look at them and to choose, do I want to keep them? How can I flip them? Usually whatever we believe, if we're getting something we don't like, whatever we believe, we just can flip it and look at the other side to see if we can. Now, that might sound crazy. So I'm going to give an instance for exercise weight loss, because that just, I'm
That's
so
your
used to
background.
giving that background. You can't tell your brain that if you've been sitting and not exercising for months or years or whatever, and you get this little wild hair, and you're going to have 6-pack abs in 2 months, your brain will call BS every time.
They will. That's true.
Yeah. So I don't mean, do the positive affirmations that are so far out.
Yeah.
We just want to look at the belief and say, hey, how long have I been believing this?
Right.
Where did I get that from?
Yeah.
And then sometimes that can talk you out of it right there. It's like, where did I get that from?
Anything else we want to let people know about, like, hiding from success and that cycle?
Not the cycle so much, but just one more tidbit.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you're ready. Especially my perfectionist peoples. I'm from that club, and we're just never all the way ready. So you just have to dive in anyway, and trust in the process.
Yeah.
And if you really do like your definition of success, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance, and go find some new beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm excited to film the next podcast. But so many of these topics that we talk about on the podcast are intertwined.
They are intertwined. That's
So,
why it's so easy to go on and on.
I know.
Yes.
So we invite
Yes.
you to subscribe. Check out some of the resources that we have in the show notes and on Robin's website.
Yeah, it really is about self-awareness. So you have more choice, more conscious choice. If we know, if we're not aware of how we react or how we roll, then we can't change it. So that is what I'm here to invite you to do, is really just honor yourself and your life, and jump in and play.
Oh, and play. Oh,
And play.
I'm glad
Play.
you added that last
Yeah.
part. Yes.
We gotta
it
do
takes
it.
the light. It puts the lightness in all this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
it light.
Well, thanks for listening and watching. And remember, shift happens.
Shift happens.
But Robin's here to help you with it. All of the information we talked about in here is in the show notes, and it's also on the website.
Yes.
So what's the website again?
Website is robinmcintire.com. It's ROBINMCINTIRE. No Max and no Y's.
Okay. All eyes.
Yep. MC capital I. Oh, we have another one on this.
I got our eyes
Catch you
on
next time.
All right. We'll see you in the next one.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Take care. Ciao.